Dressing sexy after the age of 60. Hello, you all. I am Diana Brienne, and I got to thinking today about dressing sexy after the age of 60. You know, I will be 62 years old here pretty soon, so that's a pretty big number. And it really got me thinking about how women over the age of 60 should dress, and even men. And, you know, I don't dress provocative, but I do like to think that on occasion I dress sexy. But it's a conservative sexy. It's sexy done in good taste. There's nothing sleazy or unkempt about how I dress. And I believe that if you have to flaunt something, that usually shows a sign of insecurity and pushes many people away. So I don't ever suggest that, and most certainly would never do that. But I do like to put on a pair of stiletto heels now and then, or put on a pair of tight fitting pants or leotards, and even a nice conservative tube top. And my husband and I went to a matinee movie yesterday, and I did that. I put on a short skirt, but not too short, but just, you know, enough to show my legs. I put on my stiletto heels and a nice top. And I felt sexy. I felt attractive. I think true sexiness is just femininity, and it's true, or in men's cases, a certain air of masculinity in a very positive way. I don't believe it's ever sleazy. I think when people have to make themselves stand out and flaunt something, I just don't think that's attractive at all. So I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about dressing in a more conservative, attractive way. I like to do that. I think people should dress the way they feel. And some people are very conservative in their dress and they're happy that way. But if they're not always happy that way and they want to really dress a little sexy, I think they should at least try. And it doesn't matter what weight you are, whether you feel like you're too heavy or too thin, or you're too old, or you're too short, or you're too tall, or you're not pretty enough. I believe dress sexy. There was one woman at church, and she was, you know, probably a woman closing in on 80 years old, and she had a shorter skirt on, not too short, but shorter. She had form-fitting clothes on. She wore a hat. She had long flowing hair, and she just really had such confidence about her. She was confident, and yet she was nice, and there was a conservativeness along with her too. So, but it was just so wonderful to see someone at her age feeling confident and feeling the ability to dress what I would call sexy, a conservative sexy, a sexy that was done in good taste. So if you want to experiment with dressing a little bit sexy, I personally think people should. And I think as long as it's done in good taste and it's not flaunting anything, I think it can really make someone feel really great. And of course, people that don't see you dressing like that normally will probably take notice, so you've got to kind of expect that. But I love to dress sexy for my husband, but I also love to dress sexy for me. And it just makes me feel more feminine. And in the cases of men, I think men should always dress nice too, if that's how they want to dress. And sometimes, you know, I've seen men in nice fitting jeans and a nice t-shirt, and they look so sexy. And so dress the way that makes you happy, and make sure it's done in good taste. And sometimes you just have to experiment with the different ways and different outfits that you want to try until you get what works for you. Well, I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you all soon. From my house to yours, God bless you, and I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.